inviting me. I feel privileged in being able to speak to people. And what makes me want to speak to people is that I see the world now repeating all the mistakes that were done in the past. Here, in a recent news advocate, Walter Williams wrote, "Young, ignorant of socialist societies." You see, I am a survivor of two socialist systems. One was the Nazi, the National Socialism, German, and the other one was the communist Soviet system. Both of them are socialist systems. Although the people here, I already spoke to some classes of children, and the teachers were insistent to separate between communism and socialism. There is no difference, because when they called themselves, the Soviet Union called itself USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Socialist. And what socialism is a system of promises. I called my book A Glimpse of Paradise. Why did I call it that? Because the Soviet system and all socialist systems promise a worker's paradise. We'll just take the money from the rich and we'll give it to the workers, and everything will be hunky-dory. It'll be a paradise. A worker's paradise. Well, I experienced that worker's paradise first when my family and I were sent to a Siberian labor camp. You see, I was born before World War II. When the Nazis came, they waited about 2 weeks, and then they collected all the Jews in the city and expelled us to go to the Soviet Union, because Stalin and Hitler made an agreement that Stalin and Hitler will divide Poland in half. And the dividing line was the river Nara, and my good luck of mine and my family's was that we were lived in a Kultus, in a city right on the border between the Polish, the Russian side and the German side. So the Germans didn't want Jews, they expelled us immediately, sent us to the dirty Russians. Well, the Russians did want to accept us, and they wanted to make us into Soviet citizens. My parents were not happy about that. They said, after the war, we want to go back to our home that we left. And that was a major sin, not recognizing the Soviet Union as the paradise that they pretend to be. And for that, we were punished by being sent to Siberia, a very cold part of the Soviet Union, north of Russia. And there my father, with all the other men, worked in cutting off trees. There were no power instruments. There were no horses. Every work was done by the men. They cut the trees. They dragged them on the sleds on the snow to the river and sent them down on the river to be fought later on in the other places. This continued for about a year, longer than a year, and then the history changed. Suddenly, Hitler attacked the Soviet Union. They were not buddies anymore. They were not collaborating in destroying, cutting up Poland. Hitler attacked the Soviet Union itself. So then the Soviet Union needed friends, and they made friends with the Polish government in London. And in an agreement between them, all the Polish citizens were sent free from the labor camp. And then we were put in trains and sent to Kazakhstan. And there we were forced to join a commune that worked the land. And of course, the land all of the land belonged to the state. People are not allowed to have, but we were given little plots of ground to grow for ourselves, for our needs. But the main work was done raising grain. So at that time, for the war, all the men were gone. They were gone, mobilized in the army, and only women worked. Once they were done growing the grain, collecting it, and harvesting it, then the government sent trucks and emptied all the grain, didn't leave a shred for the people that worked all summer, and left. And what we had left to live on was the fruit and the potatoes and the carrots and the cabbages that we raised ourselves on the little plots that were assigned to us. And I was, at the age of 8, 9, I was guarding the calves of the members of that kolkhoz, that means the communal farm, the things that belong to them only. And look, when you run in the summer on brambles and burrs, you need a pair of shoes, right? I had a pair of shoes. My mother didn't allow me to wear them because she saved them for the winter when I will go to school in the ice and snow. So all summer I was running on brambles, chasing after the calves and getting my feet filled with thorns. And later at night, my sister was sitting and pulling it out with a needle, pulling out the brambles and the thorns. So everything was in short supply. There was nothing. I will read you one of the stories, one of my stories in the book. It's entitled newspapers. Everything in the village was in short supply. Food and clothing, tools and appliances, furnishings and equipment. Modern amenities such as radio, electricity, plumbing, automobiles were only a dream. Everything produced by man was in short supply, with one exception: newspapers. Having nothing to sell, the government-run little store was usually closed. There was nothing to sell. However, when open, it always carried an ample supply of Pravda and Izvestia. Those were the two newspapers that the government issued. Pravda means in Russian truth. Izvestia means news. Later on, when we were out of the Soviet Union, and I met other people that lived there, there was a joke among them, and it said, "В правде нет известий, в известиях нет правды." In Pravda there is no news, because it's all the Soviet lies, and in the news there is no truth. It's all lies anyhow. Village people, with their genius for survival, made good use of this government-issued bonanza. Newspapers were used to start a fire in the stove when wet logs refused to ignite. And when wood was unavailable, crumpled newspapers were sometimes burned instead of wood to warm up frozen fingers. Narrow, twisted strips of newspaper served to transfer fire from a kerosene lamp in the stove to the stove and vice versa, when matches were in short supply, which was almost always. Men, there were 3 men in the village, used neatly cut up newspaper squares to fill up a pinch of tobacco into neat cigarettes, and sealed the cigarettes by licking the end of the newsprint and gluing it shut with saliva. After smoking, they greedily retrieved the few unburned leaves from the buds, returning them to their precious tobacco pouches. Torn, leaky shoes were stuffed with folded newspapers to keep the winter cold and moisture away from freezing feet. Broken windows with missing or broken panes were stuffed shut with several layers of newspapers to keep out the wind and snow, because glass was not available, as were boards and nails. There was nothing but newspaper to shut up the broken window. Children's education was totally dependent on newspapers, for these supplied the only available writing paper. Exercise books were created by sewing together several folded newspapers with pencil lines forcibly drawn over the print for the young, inexperienced students. Children amused themselves by folding newspapers into little boats, airplanes, fans, pointed triangular hats, boxes, and purses. From newspapers, they created lacy cutout napkins and shelf decorations. Newspapers were used wrapping paper, and of course, as the only available toilet paper. The one used to which newspapers were never put, reading, because it was lies anyhow. So you can see that life was not very jolly in that place. And I cannot understand how people nowadays want to bring a system like that back to the United States, that the place that is overflowing with goods and services and everything good in life that people seek. And that's what I cannot understand how people envision this, how people can think that a system in which orders from the government are all that people have as a guide to their lives. They're not allowed to use their own imagination, their own wishes, their own... I will tell you that in the Soviet Union, the cheapest, as I told you, shoes were a treasure, clothes were a treasure, food was not available. The cheapest, most expendable item were people. People could be taken out, just with us, when we were sent to the Siberia. How did it happen? At night, knock on the door. Vychodi, come out, go out. You are going to Siberia.